Hello, I got my first in a series of burial beer reviews. I just unboxed a giant box of two cases I ordered from Burial. This January, they've been doing some deals or specials where you don't have to pay shipping, and they ship it from North Carolina to Massachusetts, which Massachusetts definitely changed some laws in the pandemic to make this legal, I'm pretty sure. So I've got their flagship, Surf Wax, which I had once or twice back in, I think, 2018. Burial shipped some stuff to Boston. And that's back when I was still kind of swayed by haze and hype. And I have a feeling I'm going to appreciate it a lot more now. Because this is just like an American IPA, I think. 6.8% alcohol. Simcoe Citra Mosaic. The holy trinity of American hops. And actually, that's got a pretty good haze. I bet it didn't have that much in 2018. But they don't really call this a New England IPA. Yeah, it's quite hazy. What do they say? Yeah, the things that are very hazy from them, I think they do say New England IPA. Then they'll say West Coast, or they'll say American. This one just says IPA. And it's very fresh. Canned January 7th. There you go. Looks pretty hazy on the camera. You can see the bar of my finger through there. And the head looks pretty good. This glass is not fully clean. Getting some good aromas. I may have a video review of this from 2018. I'm not sure though. I didn't watch it, which is probably for best. And it smells good. I mean, it kind of smells like a hazy IPA. Like, there's a little bit of fruity, candy, yeast esters in there, but otherwise it's the hops shining, and the Mosaic and Simcoe is really pushing out like berry, peach notes, which I like. It's not all candy, citra. There's some of that in there, some juicy fruit type stuff. Do we have any sediment? Oh yeah, so today is the 21st, so this is about 2 weeks old, I guess. Around there. Pretty good aroma. I mean, it's not an explosive, like, hazy double IPA type aroma. Developing some nice lacing. Smells kind of clean. And it's like not making me think Sierra Nevada exactly, not making me think like Lawson's. I guess it's definitely hazier than those. But not New England. Maybe not really maybe sort of half acre. Ooh, lots of flavor. Ooh, this might be a little bit cold. And actually in the box, I think since the box has been on a truck for days, it wasn't super cold when I got it, even though it's super cold outside. I threw this in the freezer. But lots of flavor, lots of sweetness. And there's a little bit of some piney, bitter bite sort of in there. Like, I think they use a more West Coast water profile. It kind of brings out the bitterness a bit more. It's not super soft, but that's, I think, what they're going for. But they want citrusy tropical stuff going on. And it's actually a lot of berry, almost like purple drink. A little bit of like lemon lime on the nose. A little bit of yeasty candy. It's got a good amount of body though. It is 6.8 and it's pretty sweet. But it's kind of a sharper texture. I wouldn't say it's coarse, but it's just a West Coast bite to it. They boil these hops in there to get some bitterness. But it's a good amount of sweetness. Yeah, it's slightly unique. I mean, it's not wild. There's literally 100,000 IPAs brewed with these same hops in America over the last 10 years. But there's just something a little different from... I'm constantly drinking IPAs from different breweries. A little bit different from all the IPAs I've had over the past several years. Maybe it is closest to half acre. Well, a lot of half acres, sort of standard flagship IPAs aren't hazy. Like I got there when I was in Chicago, I had the I always forget the names of these ones. They're Nelson focused one. That one was not hazy, but it had a lot of nice body, had a lot of flavor. And this one has lots of flavor. They know what they're doing with brewing this one, and I'm glad that it's not. They just didn't turn it into a hazy. Very drinkable. Yeah, though it has this sort of West Coast water profile where they add a lot of calcium sulfate, I believe, to make the water a little like harder and bring out the hoppiness and the bitterness. I think they do that. It's not super bitter though. It's like right on the edge of it. And just the perfect amount of sweetness to make it super fruity. But I did kind of get this a little bit too cold. It's weird on the nose, has like the yeast esters and this lemon lime sort of thing. But on the tongue, it gets more tropical sweet. Like a little bit of it's more peachy than pineapple-y. But then this bite to it, it's a little bit like almost piney. It's very good. And really clean. No off flavors. The malt is just a little bit of a honey nut Cheerios malt. Not even really toasty, just a little bit of like a honey sweetness in there. Yeah, very good beer. And yeah, the bitterness is now coming in a little bit more. This is the sort of thing that's like not really made much in New England, it seems. Excuse me. There definitely are a lot of beers that look like this that probably call themselves hazy beers, and they look like this, but they don't have the bitter bite, and they're kind of flabby. Depend too much on yeast. This one is very hoppy. I'm glad I got 2 6-packs of it. Probably give it 4.25. Sure. Bye.